Cashed in with 2 out of 3 complimentary plays on Saturday, giving you winners with Michigan State and Kansas State. Damn, I wish I had bet neither one of those teams instead of my stupid play on Miss State. I don't know what it is. I think yesterday, Old Miss, who I've been calling a fraud all season long, well, they extracted their pound of flesh in revenge. As last year in the Egg Bowl, I back Old Miss, Mississippi State wins the game in overtime. Yesterday, I go the opposite way. I back Miss State. Old Miss, of course, wins going away. No more Egg Bowl plays for me. Okay, this is going to be your Sunday video report. Listen, guys, I've got free selections coming up. I'm going to break down in depth that Packers-Patriots showdown at Lambeau and also give you a free play on the early game between the Chargers and Ravens. That's all coming up in just a moment. Couple of quick handicapping notes to make mention of, guys. Tonight, the Sunday night game. Good game, finally. I mean, we got the Broncos and the Chiefs for the AFC West lead at stake. Andy Reid's Kansas City side has been on a roll. Well, they were on a roll, I should say, before that Thursday night debacle 2 weeks ago when they couldn't handle prosperity after winning at home against Seattle. And 2 Sundays ago, they laid the big-time egg at the Raiders, allowing Oakland to earn its first win in 7 or 8 years, I think it was. Now they're back at home taking on a Broncos team that has certainly been inconsistent of late. I think it's a great game. I have no idea, to be honest with you, which way I'm going to go on it. I mean, maybe I lean a little towards Kansas City, but I have a real tough time going against Peyton Manning and the Broncos. But with Denver so banged up, especially in the backfield and with the offensive line, never knowing what to expect one week or another, again, I can't wait to watch the game. But I can give you some advice here. Listen, Craig Davis, who joined this site almost 7 years ago. He was formerly the president of fantasyfootball.com. He is a guy that I first was made aware of because when I was doing all these radio interviews a few years back, it seemed like Craig Davis was either preceding me or following me on the various shows I was on across the country because he was president of fantasyfootball.com. Needless to say, he does well in all sports, but football, that is his bread and butter. And he has certainly proved it because in the NFL, not only has he won 5 out of 6 Super Bowl plays since he's been here at the site, but he has made $10 bettors in the NFL $15,990 since 2011. He's coming off a 100-dime teaser winner on Thanksgiving Day with the Lions, teamed with the 49ers in Seattle under, but today he's raising the bar. Second ever 150-dime play of his career. It's your Chiefs Broncos side. His only other 150-dime play, remember week number 8, Saints pounding the Packers at New Orleans. You got that play for $49, a savings of $70 off the regular price. Same deal goes today by simply using coupon Craig, his first name, C-R-A-I-G, you save $70. Another guy, actually a crew, Steve Boudin's #1 football crew, the Cali Cartel. 21 wins, 7 losses in the push this season. 21-7-1. That's NFL and college football combined. Today, 59 football winner, number 15 out of 16 this season. Home mismatch of the year. Matches their 59 winner yesterday. Their blowout of the year. Kansas State, 27.5-point favorite. No problem. Kansas going down in flames, 51-13. You got that play for $44, a savings of $75 off the regular price. Just like you got their last 50-dime NFL winner with the Raiders outright over the Chiefs 2 Thursdays ago. Same deal applies today. Save $75 by using coupon code CALI, C-A-L-I, as they go for 59 football winner, number 15 out of 16. Props going out to Gabriel DuPont yesterday. 100-dime college football winner on Minnesota. Play you got for $22, saving $77 off the regular price. That was preceded by a 60-dime college basketball winner with Wisconsin over Oklahoma on Friday night, which you got for just $9. Today, guys, save $77 again. You get his 100-dime NFL winner, number 4 in a row on the Chargers and Ravens for just $22 by using coupon code GABE22. Props going out to Jeff Benton yesterday. 5th time in 6 Saturdays he had a 200-dime play. 5th time in 6 Saturdays he cashed with that 200-dime play. Cincinnati, low-scoring game, but getting the cover at Temple. Today he goes for winning day number 26 out of... oh, that's got to be wrong. I just happened to take a peek at the website. I must have made a typo. It's 26 out of 39. 26 out of 39 for a guy who's made $10 bettors over $21,000 in all sports since April. And he's got his 75-dime NFL winner, number 9 out of 10. It's his interconference total of the year. Patriots, Packers, over, under. Matches a 75-dime winner on the Eagles on Thanksgiving Day and their destruction of Dallas on the road as a pup. And you get it for just $9 by using coupon code Jeff9, Jeff9, Jeff9. Okay, guys, let's get to your complimentary plays. I want to talk about that game between Green Bay and New England. Listen, now we know what the Packers have done here at Lambeau so far this season. A perfect 5-0 record, averaging 43.8 points a game. And Aaron Rodgers has simply been phenomenal at home all season long. But let's also face it, that they haven't really, they being the Packers, played anybody of significance at home. They had to rally from a halftime deficit to beat the Jets in their home opener. That was with Geno Smith. They took care of business against the Panthers and Cam Newton. They took care of business against the Bears and Jay Cutler. Took care of business against the Vikings, subbing Christian Ponder in a miserable field conditions for the injured Teddy Bridgewater. And they beat the Eagles, demolished them 2 Sundays ago with Mark Sanchez at the helm. Now, Rodgers in those home games, all 5 wins, all he has done is complete 67% of his passes, 18 touchdowns, and no interceptions. But today, the Packers aren't facing Geno Smith. They're not facing a crippled Cam Newton. They are facing Tom Brady. And you know what the Patriots have done as well. Listen, the Patriots come into this game having won 7 in a row, going 6-1 against the spread since that Monday night debacle and that 41-14 loss at Kansas City a couple months ago. And they have just been absolutely on fire in that 7-game stretch. They've been getting it done through the air with Brady. They've been getting it done week in, week out, running the ball. It doesn't matter whether it's Jonas Gray with a career game 2 weeks ago at Indianapolis, who is then benched for last week's game because he overslept, and they find somebody else, whether it's Ridley or Blount, to go ahead and carry the load. But the Patriots are averaging 39.6 points during that 7-game winning streak. Now, the biggest problem, the Achilles heel for the Packers, is their defense. I've told you repeatedly this year, listen, Dom Capers has a well-deserved reputation as one of the top defensive coordinators in the NFL, but he has not gotten the job done, whether it's injuries, lack of good personnel in Green Bay the past 2 years. And this team is especially susceptible to teams that can run the ball effectively, because the Packers are ranked number 30th in the league in terms of giving up yards on the ground, as they yield 136.7 yards on the ground per game. That translates to 4.5 yards a carry to opposing backs. Well, listen, guys, you hand the ball on first down to your top running back, and he gets 4.5 to 5 yards a carry on that first down. That makes Tom Brady a little tough to stop, especially if he goes play action on second or third downs. You know what I mean? Packers this season haven't been able to get off the field. Interesting that this is the first ever regular season meeting between Rodgers and Brady, with both of them starters. Also interesting to note, the Packers this season just 1-3 against the spread, with teams coming in with winning records when they face them. Truth be told, I like the Packers here a little bit, minus the 2.5 to 3 points at home. And again, if you're going to bet them, I would go ahead and bet down the half points. But I think the game could go either way. So I do like Green Bay. But listen, guys, do you think this is going to be a 17-14 game? Do you think this is going to be like 21-20? I'm thinking like 34-30, 37-34. I think this game skies over the posted total. And why not? Listen, you can go ahead and bet the Patriots, which I think, is an interesting proposition when you consider that Bill Belichick, 16-4-1 against the spread, is an underdog the last 21 times the Patriots have been catching points. But I think the Packers are going to win this game. I think the Packers are going to cover this game. But my best bet in terms of the game as a free selection, play the over. The Packers have gone over in all 5 home games this season. Again, at home, averaging 43.8 points a game. Packers have gone over in 9 of 11 games overall this season. They have gone over the total in 12 of their last 14 regular season games going back to last season. Meanwhile, the Patriots have gone over the total in 7 of their last 8. And listen to this, guys. Since the 2010 season, they are on a 52-22-1 run in terms of going over. 30 games over 500, no pun intended, in terms of going over in that, 52-22-1. We're looking at 75 games. 75 games, and they're 30 games over the total in that stretch. So again, play the over. That's the way I would go in this, although I do like the Packers as well. Your early complimentary play, I like Baltimore minus the 6 at home against San Diego. Sure, the Ravens are playing on the short week, but when you return home on a short week after going on the road and winning, especially at New Orleans in the Superdome against the Saints, which they did handily on Monday night, 34-27, as Justin Forsett had another monster game with 182 yards and 23 carries. Why wouldn't you be the confident team playing at home in this one? I think San Diego is already at a disadvantage. You've got a West Coast team coming and playing in the cold weather and also having to adjust their body clocks, playing the early 1 p.m. Eastern time start. When they hit the field, they're going, my God, it's 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Coast time. What the hell are we doing here freezing our asses off in Baltimore? Ravens have covered 4 straight at home. They are 3-0 against the spread at home this season, laying points against non-division rivals. And in that role, in recent years, they have covered 34 out of 47 tries, 34-13 ATS run as a home non-division favorite. Meanwhile, this Chargers team, they have failed to cover 6 straight games. You talk about a murderers, a money burner, a murderers team in Vegas. Yeah, it could be that too, but they're a money burner team in Vegas. 6 straight failures against the spread. First road game in 4 weeks. Remember their last road game? They went to Miami, got hammered 37-0 in that debacle by the Dolphins. They haven't gotten a quarterback sack in their last 3 road games. Well, if Joe Flacco's sitting back there, knowing that Justin Forsett's going to be able to run on this team, knowing that his passing game can crank it up, why not throw the ball? I mean, this is a team, the Chargers, that allowed Derek Carr to look like a future All-Pro when he threw for 4 touchdown passes in the game. The Chargers had to rally back a month and a half ago for a 31-28 win in Oakland. Chargers have allowed 37, 35, 28 points in their last 3 road games. I'm going to go with Baltimore minus the 6 as your other complimentary play. That'll do it for today, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again on Monday morning.